and you know, high-paced team.
Well,
they will be starting on the CT side this time around, so maybe kind of talk a little bit about that particular side of the map for them.
Well, what sort of CT positions do you say? You said they're very mid-heavy, even on CT.
Right, absolutely.
What are they going to do? Like a 1-3-1 you expect? Pistol round especially?
That's definitely very, very common for them. Neo anchoring B. Bialy's so good at anchoring that A bomb site, and the fact they're very powerful at mid with Bialy being able to anchor A so well, that can definitely be a huge thing to talk about. But we're already live into the pistol round here, so let's just see how it happens. Roko with the headshot to the smoke on the Neo, and Shazam got the opening pick, and they're taking mid to A quite effectively here.
That's amazing. Snacks are kind of playing for the retake all the way by truck. They see exactly where he is. They're taking the shot. Snacks are trying to play to the advantage of that USP at long range. He's just going to back off. There's Pasha also at mid. Now regrouping with Snacks. Pasha took so much damage, down to 12 health, and we're actually in a 2 versus 4 situation. It's so unlikely for this retake, Dust.
Yeah, Bialy's setting up a smoke here, I guess, to like really block off quad area from being able to actually spot into the retake, but immediately eliminated there by Shazam, so he wasn't even able to use that to any type of effect.
Run away, Pasha.
Yeah, just running away because he does have at least a kit, some nades to save, but yeah, it's not going to happen.
The whole team just rushes him like that. He's already down, I think, 12 health. Not much you can do there. Tempo Stormer rocking it on the pistol round. That's exactly what you need going up against Virtus Pro. Take that early economic momentum and try to secure yourself another 3 rounds.
Yeah, absolutely here. So let's see if Tempo Storm can keep it up. You know, make sure they don't get ecoed here. Tempo Storm, of course, buying up 3 SMGs, an AK, and a Galil so far for right now. They are setting up just kind of default. Really heavy mid push, though, here from VP. Snacks and Bialy leading that with Taz. 3 people in mid. They're in vents now. They've given up A completely except for Neo floating highway. So they're definitely trying to play like this aggressive setup with these upgraded pistols and armor to see if they can catch something. They might even counter boost here in a second.
Well, waiting to see exactly what the call is made. If you're just joining us, this is map 2. It was 16-9 on train. Virtus Pro's pick, by the way. Tempo Storm choosing Cash as the bomb goes towards A.
Yeah, Rick's looking for picks over here from A main, but he's smoked off for now. But it seems like Tempo Storm is starting to gather up for this type of A hit, and Neo's really the only person in position to defend against this. Granted, Snacks and Taz and Bialy all could have some quick flanking positions here, but I mean, A's completely open, and Tempo Storm going to just waltz in there. Yeah,
it's that mid aggression kind of biting VP in the back as the bomb's going to go down pretty quickly, pretty easily on that site take. And now you've got a full equaling team trying to make the retake. Rick's doing long-range work with P90. Peeks around the corner, jumping. Doesn't expect Bialy to be there at that moment. He gets headshotted right away. That allows for a slight entry for Bialy with the Pro 90. 1 kill. Look at the boost.
Yeah, I mean, Taz is coming in from Squeaky Door here, and Pasha's still alive, so maybe we see something crazy here. Very doubtful, though. Unless Taz tries to like do some crazy ninja stuff here.
Yeah, I don't know. He's hanging back now.
He's looking for exits down. He could actually catch people in the back coming out of A main that aren't paying attention because they're focused on this mid garage.
Well, Pasha takes 1. A couple more shots are fired. Doesn't look like Taz is going to be able to finish the job. Goes down after the bomb.
Yeah, Roka hits a nice little shot there at the very end. They did lose some guns, though, so they have to do a little bit of rebuying. That's going to, put Undermac down to $0, Rick's down to $50. So Virtus Pro at least doing some damage economically, like limiting that economy of Tempo Storm, at least on a couple of their players. So that can definitely pay off in the future if they can, win the opening gun round.
Well, straight out of the gate, and again, you see, looks like a little bit of a B to mid bias by Virtus Pro. Shots fired by Neo, giving up his position. I think he's just trying to lure these teammates. Shazam almost exposes his back to Taz before backing off the vents.
Yeah, Roka paying mines to the corner here, but he still gets caught anyway. But it's a 1-for-1 trade, and Tempo Storm are making some headway into this B bomb site. Yeah, I mean, it's a save route for VP. They tried to stack more towards the B side, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
But we do have our opening gun round coming up, and as I said, it's talking a little bit about Virtus Pro here, how they like to play it. We don't really know much about Tempo Storm and how they like to play it because they're, such a new team, but definitely be on the lookout for Bialy anchoring that A-bomb site no matter what. So good at playing that forklift or quad position. Taz typically playing your highway. Then Snacks and Pasha really going to be kind of your mid guys, and like I said, Neo, anchoring the B bomb site. But like I said, they love these 1-3-1 sets. They love to get Snacks up close on garage. They love to be aggressive.
Well,
and Neo's actually opting mid this time, so there seems to be like a really big change kind of going on here with him really holding it down, and it's actually Pasha, you know, kind of playing more towards B. So this is very different.
Pasha has struggled recently, and maybe that was the recipe for success, right? Switch up the weapons, switch the position, see what happens. But here we go. Roka walks right into the A side, takes one down, but Taz and Neo doing a little bit of work together from mid highway. Roka goes down, but the smoke's going to block him off and allow for a bomb plant.
Yeah, so it is going to be a 3 versus 4 here in favor of Tempo Storm. Like I said, you do have that bomb down. Flash is coming out to site, but the retake is coming in pretty powerful. It's all but Shazam and Unamac now to hold this off, but Shazam doing well so far. It's now a 1v2, though, for Automatic.
Yeah, if he just plays for time, maybe gets a pick, but as soon as Automatic peeks that corner, Viali's waiting on him. Takes the headshot. I think he was even pre-aimed at that corner, so that's going to be a defuse point on the board for Virtus Pro.
Yes, they will get the opening gun round here, and because of that, we are still going to be able to see a buy, though, out of Tempo Storm. I mean, you have 2 players with really high money with that bomb plant. Everyone at least has above 4K, so definitely can put together another buy here. And in fact, they could even reset VP's money. I mean, they're quite low, you know, rebuying up here. So Tempo Storm really could start taking this half by storm, no pun intended, if they can win this round here.
Tempo Storm, yeah, like you said, their money has been reset, buying out everything that they can. You're going to see Shazam with the op facing off against Neo. And I'm kind of liking this new op setup for Virtus Pro.
Yeah, Neo getting aggressive in A lobby with it this time around. Like I said, Pasha playing a way more B heavy than I'm used to seeing him, so this is definitely some type of change. Even Bialy playing over towards the B bomb site this time around. Normally the A anchor, it's actually Snacks. I guess because they want to be more aggressive in nature, and he's kind of their aggro guy.
Oh, Stanislav.
Yeah, I mean, they're still taking this A bomb site with no problem, though.
Yeah, Stan just walks out squeaky and takes the quick one tap, taking the site like he owns it. He finally ends up going down. Bomb's going to be planted, and it's up to Pasha and Viali to make a retake.
They're just going to save.
Not going to happen. That site take went so right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're just doing kind of standard stuff, but it's working out. And like you said, it seems like VP's uncomfortable. I don't know if it's the losses they took to this map recently that they wanted to change some things up on their CT side, but this is definitely just way different than what I'm used to seeing. You know, positionally as well as what guns are being used by which players. I mean, I know Neo would occasionally pick up the op for this team, especially in double op setups on CT side. And even on CT side in general, Neo would kind of opt more than Pasha at times for this team. But
I think it's smart. I mean, if you do have a player who's noticeably struggling a little bit, maybe it's time to switch things up a little and see if that might help out. And clearly, Neo stepping up to the plate, and we saw Pasha top fragging 14 Virtus Pro last time around on train, and clearly it's working for the team.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually trying to force together a little bit of something here on the VP side of things. They did say those 2 M4s, but they're going to scout up Neo, get some upgraded pistols on Taz and Snacks, so they're trying to make something happen here with their limited resources. Like I said, very low money. It would seem like kind of a safe type situation, but Neo does find that scout pick onto Rix.
Through
but
the smoke.
Yeah, Automatic, though, does at least get a kill right back, though, so it's an even trade. And
things have quieted down.
Yeah, quite a bit here.
Well, you see 4 V4, very light mid presence this time by Virtus Pro. Very different sort of stuff happening. And yeah, I guess you have to expect Tempo Storm's going to study your demos and understand what your typical strat is.
Yeah, we do see Tempo Storm really starting to gather up over here, though, towards the A side of the map. Roka already inside the A main, and now everyone else is going to be joining up with them. So it seems like they're about to explode out this A site. But Snacks playing this corner position, he can at least get 1 kill from this spot.
It.
Yeah, I don't know if they will. He should at least get 1 kill. And Taz, maybe he can trade some crossfire stuff.
Snacks is caught with the grenade out. Actually, it works in his favor because nobody checked.
Snacks comes up with 3 kills with the 5-7 on that corner, not checked. As we said,
wow,
it's not super common to really have to worry about that too much, and they definitely got burned for that. Now Shazam 1v2, not gonna happen, and that's a big round there from VP, especially the play from Snacks, and on a force buy at that.
Well, you know, we caught it on camera briefly. He had the grenade out, trying to do some sort of a pop flash while everybody rushed out. He should have been wrecked had anybody looked to the left, but he wasn't. And I think that almost played to his favor because it allowed the whole team out. If everybody's out, it's very unlikely that anybody's sitting behind you with a gun on your head.
Right on, and so VP able to steal the round away there. Tempo Storm still being able to put together a buy here. And Shazam leading, catching Neo with the op there. Very well done by Shazam.
Oh, wow. Snacks.
Yeah,
Pushing up through Squeaky. That's a 2K very fast, making it look like it's easy. And it's going to be Stanislaw all alone playing with this guy at Squeaky. Takes some shots, trying to sell the idea that, hey, we're here at A, but in reality, dust the bombs at B.
Yeah, we are seeing the bomb on Roka towards B. Shazam still trying to hold mid with that out. See if he can't find any more picks. Does find another one. Taz playing that highway position. His position hasn't really changed. But like I said, they've really kind of flipped Snacks and Bialy over on the sites.
Pasha beats the Opper, long range.
Yeah, that's a big play there. Now it's a 3v2 advantage here for VP, but the bomb is making its way into B. Bialy, the only one inside the site for now, but he's, anchoring it quite well. He is known for that no matter where he's at.
Roka, he knows. He knows Pasha's coming through a main, finds that first hit. Now he's in a 1v2. This is perfectly winnable, and it's terrifying. Flash, grenade comes out. That's going to reveal the position of one of the CTs, and Roka's just going to play it smart. Pre-fire and smoke. Unfortunately, no one's there. Puts his head right in the crosshair of Bialy, and that's it.
That is it. Indeed. So VP winning the last 2 rounds in a row. Even with limited economy, they've been able to put up some decent stuff here. Finally forcing Tempo Storm to a save. So the adjustments that VP have made on the CT side, like I said, swapping some positions around, changing things up from what you classically see from them on this map. And so far, it's yielded some decent stuff for them here, though they still are behind around.
Yeah, Tempo Storm, you have to credit them. I mean, 4 and 3, still leading. Finally going to go up onto this eco round, which means the point really ought to go tied 4-4 right after this.
Yeah, we are going to see Tempo Storm gathering up for just a really, really heavy B hit. Bialy and Pasha both playing inside checkers, however, and they're going to be able to step out and pretty much mow this down. No problem here so far.
Well, you got 3 players who kind of got stuck on the backside of that smoke. Now it's going to be automatic walking in, and the rotation is fully on. Crossfire from hell, and the team's going to get cut down very fast, 4v4, as we expected on that Ana Eco.
Yeah, so now because of the 3 rounds in a row from VP, it is a 4-all situation here. Tempo Storm going to be able to buy up some AKs, and let's see what they're going to try to do with them here. We have seen them go to some pretty, heavy set A stuff, especially when Shazam doesn't have the op to take the picks mid like he wants to. They really have seemed to lean more towards that A side of the map, but this time around they are sitting the bomb and 2 others over towards B. Rix and Roka. Looks like they want to do some type of mid to B split here.
Well, they start walking in towards B main. You see a pretty solid mid strat with the smokes. That's going to allow Roka to walk right in. Pasha's waiting on loads and takes the shot. So that's some information already. 2 kills. 3v4. Waiting on a play.
Right.
Stanislaw.
Yeah, I mean, Shazam able to get a pick here. They do get inside the site. They are going to get the bomb planted, but Bialy's so fast rotating in there, able to get the shot in. And so now it's all up to Rix. He's nowhere in position to do anything about this, and so it will get diffused, and it will be another round for VP, stringing together 4 in a row. And like I said, it's so weird seeing Bialy anchor the B-bomb side. I'm so used to him playing that forklift quad position, but he's doing a great job over him, being Snacks, being that aggressive factor inside the Squeaky Hall, inside A main. He's also done quite well for himself so far as well.
Well, you know what's kind of scary about switching up the positions like that is, one, it throws the teams off guard, and if it's not working, it's pretty easy to say, you know what, boys, let's go back to the old setup and see if that makes a difference. Very versatile.
VP's so much more passive at mid than I'm used to. I'm used to seeing them play the 1-3-1 very often. Now you're seeing like Neo and Taz just kind of play high when they're giving mid quite a lot, and you see Tempo Storm using that even for that B split there, but it still didn't matter. Like the retake was still quite good from Virtus Pro. And B-bomb site being held well by Bialy. Tempo Storm here still trying to make something happen.
Look at Snacks.
Yeah, once again, that aggression in A main from Snacks. He's been on point.
Yeah, now that's typical Virtus Pro plays right there. Snacks peeking on forward. Taking a couple of pre-fires at A main, trying to find out where these guys are. So 3v4 situation, man advantage clearly in the hands of Virtus Pro, while I think Tempo just trying to make a decision and figure out where we want to go.
Yeah, Shazam is in the closet at mid right now, so he's just kind of watching for people pushing vents, just maybe even trying to peek out, take a battle with Taz here pretty soon, and he will take that battle, he wins it, but Neo has caught a kill on another player here, Unimatic, over at B, so with Tempo Storm, we'll take mid. They're actually going to push in the CT spawn. They can catch Neo, they can wrap truck to A. Yeah, he does. They can just wrap truck to A right now, but they will go towards B, and Bialy will step out instead.
Yeah, Bialy knows he's coming. Stanislaw's going to go running in the site. Now he's walking. Oh, shoulder. Sees the position. Should have lost that fight. Stanislaw is able to take the kill on Bialy. And now he knows the rotator's already upon him. Down to 34 health. Best go for the bomb plant. Try to play that bomb timer.
It's going to be so tough. 1 versus 1 here. Stanislaw on the health disadvantage for sure. Snacks coming in with 100 HP with the M4. Just wheeling around. Stanislaw peeks out, gets caught by Snacks, and that's just unfortunate. It's a 1v1.
It's an aim game.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to play those, and it is going to be Snacks coming up big there with the 2 kills. You know, decent reactions from Tempo Storm with, you know, the mid picks and losing people at B, trying to, you know, slip into a gap and make a play. If they go A there, they probably win the round, or at least get a way easier bomb play. But they chose B, and unfortunately they met Bialy and Snacks.
It's not just choosing B, but I mean, Bialy's positioning is playing back towards CT, maybe going back for a little bit of information.
Right.
I don't think they expected that peak one bit.
Yeah, I mean, Bialy kind of realized when Shazam got that pick that mid was an option, mid to CT was an option, so Bialy just has to kind of check that, and he's able to get the kill. And now we do still see another even gun round coming out, though. We do see Tempo Storm gathering up a lot of forces, actually boosted mid as well as towards A main, so we may see that type of try to pull the A player and the highway player to A and then actually do some type of mid-A split late. So, like, Automatic and Roka will definitely be hitting highway here pretty soon.
Yeah. Neo has off right on boost. So
they force the rotate, though. Look, Neo goes truck, and now mid's kind of open, and Pasha's caught, and here comes the mid-A split.
There it is. Neo now rotating back towards truck. That's a really powerful position, but look at all these smokes. I mean, everything is smoked off on A site. Taz all alone in the corner. He should possibly find Stanislaw coming in. He hears gunfire. He knows he's there for a fact. Stanislaw walks right out. Dead. Bombs down. And that's a sick 2K also on the compliments of Snaxic there.
Yeah, Snacks for the first time this half is being boosted on those boxes. And, you know, the thing is, it wasn't so bad because Tempo Storm was kind of getting up highway first. So they would maybe spot him, but some good counter flashes comes in. So Snacks able to get people doing the flashbang dance inside the highway there. And then he even capitalized with a couple kills at the end also. So VP putting up a solid CT side, winning the last 6 rounds in a row.
Yeah, exactly. 6-round victory spree. The good news for Tempo Storm, though, is it does give them max money. They're going to go ahead and eco this round, but they can buy some smokes and then buy out full next round, regardless of what happens.
Yeah, and Snacks, once again, looking to creep inside the smoke and play aggressive here on the A main, something he's been doing quite a lot. So he's not committing too heavy to it here, just kind of playing smart. It seems like they want to throw some set smokes at A and fake this and actually set the bomb into B. They know VP rotates pretty fast, so I think they just want to try to sneak the bomb in here.
Yeah, there's Automatic, who normally plays a lurk position, walks around. A couple of shots are fired immediately at B site, and you see the rotation already underway. Taz and Neo going to find somebody up here in mid. Automatic walks in, single-handedly taking the site now. He's in a 2v1 initially, and then Snacks is going to be lagging behind. Planting the bomb on the edge of smoke. Shut down, at least got the bomb plant.
Yeah, that's all the goal was there. You know, throw some smokes at A, force that rotation, slip into B and grab the bomb. They didn't actually get Bialy to rotate the anchor there, but they at least exchanged them 1-for-1, which opens up the ability to get that bomb plant and get that money. And you know what? If they can just string together a couple of more rounds this half, though they have only won 1 actual gun round. You know, it was those three rounds at the very beginning off a pistol that have helped them at least kind of remain in the fight here from T side. But they need to find themselves, I would say, at least 1 or 2 more if they want to give themselves a good shot in the second half to still have a chance to take the map.
I really like that smoke on B side. It looked like he smoked behind him. So if someone's going to spam the smoke, he's completely safe, sitting on the outside edge.
Right, and Snacks once again just kind of playing the smoke, playing the gap, trying to see if anyone's gonna try to peek that. It's like a bot smoke thrown on purpose to just see if someone will peek you. Like Skadoodle does this with the op actually for Cloud9, where he'll throw a bot smoke on purpose to try to force a peek. But so far, it didn't yield them anything this round.
Yeah, you see 1 pick already. That's Neo. Shut down the opper, so that puts the op in Pasha's hands this time around. 3 people stacked on B, and Roka just kind of playing for a little bit of information, find out what's going on at A, and the bomb does make its way towards A site.
Yeah, Roka playing his classic Suki door position, known for that when he played for Elevate. He loves to be annoying there and look for stuff. Shazam, though, boosted, finds an op pick on the Taz, so well done. It's the highway player down. And now Snacks and Pasha forced to hold this A. Bialy is on a flank, but will it come fast enough is really the question here. Looks like the A hit should come before it happens, but Snacks holding well at A.
Good stuff. 2v2 situation. Pasha unloading with the op, takes it down to 1, so it's going to be op versus op. And then Bialy is the wild card M4A1. Shazam walks in the site, sees the bomb, wants the bomb, switches for an AK-47. Certainly better in this situation. Almost gets spotted. In fact, does get spotted from heaven. Check him out. Play in the corners. Nope.
Yep. Shazam, last man standing, tried to make it happen and just couldn't there. And so it will be VP who take it. Now they're up 9-4. Only a couple of rounds left here in the half. A couple of more chances for Tempo Storm to try to see if they can't put some more points on the board going to the next half. And it's just been a struggle, though. Like I said, they've only fit in 1 gun round this half.
I think Tempo Storm's T side has actually been more successful than their T side on train. So there's that. once they switch sides, it could be a different story.
Yeah, I mean, Shazam trying to do something here with the rifle at mid, but smoked out. Snacks will actually just press into A main straight up and play behind the smoke. Looking for his kill. He will find one, but Rix at least trades it, makes it even, and now A pretty open now because 2 players are pushed back behind truck. Taz splits in the forklift though.
Yeah, it's pretty open. Taz getting hyper aggressive, and then you got Pasha sitting at the far end, rocking
Taz,
off
oh my
again.
Goodness. 3 kills from this
It's
spot.
unstoppable.
Yeah, I can't believe they haven't traded him yet. This is so big for Taz just to slip in on a great timing behind the smoke at forklift and come up with not 1 or 2, but 3
wasn't meant to
kills.
be. Stanislaw taking the first shot. Wants that bomb so badly. 56 seconds, all the time in the world. Peeks Pasha. Pasha's holding that angle hard with the op for the kill. 10 and 4.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, VP have had such a good CT side here. Even though they've made these adjustments, they've changed things out. Like I said, Bialy usually just like known for being one of the best A anchors on this map in the world on the CT side. Switching to B, anchoring there anyway instead, and still putting up 16 frags, doing really well doing that at B. Snacks being that aggressive A main player, something we usually see him do at Vince and mid garage. He's doing it at A main. He's being very productive in that role. So these adjustments for VP, I don't know if it was the recent losses that kind of stirred that up, but it's been working for him this map so far as we're in the last round now.
Here comes the B rush. Stanislaw walking in, taking shots like he owns the place. Pasha's going to play from checkers, gets a fast 2K, puts a lot of pressure on. He finally goes down, but he bought just enough time to rotate Neo. Rushing in the backside by Generator, gets 1 kill, putting Rix all alone. Charging out forward, sees Neo. Now we're to 1v1 dust. Rix trying to get that bomb.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tense one. He's got a lot of time to play around with, but oh, he wheels into the fire, takes a lot of damage for that, in fact. He didn't see it because he was behind that smoke, and that's a lot of damage he took there for free. Then Snacks cleans it up, and now we have it 11-4 from the first half. Like I said, Tempo Storm starts off. They get the pistol round. They get that 3-0 start, but only able to fit in 1 more round the entire half after that.
Yeah, so much momentum early on, right?
Yeah, I think it was like 9 rounds in a row at the end for VP there to take it 11-4 as well. So just really, really well done. Like I said, Bialy switching his anchor position, doing well. Snacks doing well with the aggression at A main. Because, I mean, we know he's aggressive in nature. Like I said, we used to seeing it at mid and vents and things like that on CT side. But this time around it was at A main, but he still made it work. And they put up a solid CT side.
At the end of the first half, the score is 11-4. Keep in mind that Virtus Pro did take the first map. That was a 16-9 scoreline. Impressive performance, I think, by Tempo Storm on Train. Tempo, clearly they were a far more CT-sided team on Train. They need to really pull off a miracle, and they really need to win this pistol round.
Yeah, I mean, this is big. Like, they need to pistol round this to survive. If you allow VP to go up 14-4, I mean, you're asking a lot of yourself to be able to make a comeback at that point. So it's very, very important that they try to make this work. They're actually going to get very aggressive at A. They're pushing Squeaky to A main. Stacks waiting for it with the P250, and he's able to deliver a trade kill there. But it's Roka with the USP just going off with these headshots.
That is how it's done. The aggression pays off for Tempo Storm, winning the round very, very fast. I thought that Virtus Pro was in serious, serious trouble right there. I mean, they were clearly in serious trouble. Hanging back, getting pushed like that, and there you have it, 11-5.
Yeah, well done. Like I said, Tempo Storm needed that just to kind of weather the storm. God, I keep doing that pun, like, not even intentionally.
It's so hard not to.
Yeah, and with that said,
they're certainly not getting plowed, right?
Yeah, the Virtus plow. Well, they kind of got plowed in the first half,
yeah.
if we're honest there, those last 9 rounds in a row especially. But anyway, like I said, at least surviving with that pistol round victory, not immediately kind of falling out the map. Let's see if they can just avoid getting ecoed here and try to make this like a 7-11 game.
You know, I love Tempo Storm's CT side. Lots of like unexpected aggression going on. You saw Stanislaw dropping a smoke, kind of pushing ahead forward. Taz is already dead. And you see just kind of a lot of confusion going on for Virtus Pro, hanging back, trying to make a decision where they're going to go.
Right, so let's see here, as we are going to have, like I said, VP on the save. Looks like they are starting to work some numbers back over towards mid to collect that bomb. Not sure if they want to take mid with that or what the real plan is here. Shazam holding mid with the scout, waiting for someone to peek, and Pasha going to throw this smoke and set up for those crisscross smokes to get out of mid and probably push Vince to B or something like that.
Unless they choose to do something a little unusual and push through it. Pasha seems to be thinking about it.
Yeah.
Straight ahead.
Yeah,
they flash through.
Yeah, they're going to go highway now. And Bialy is already sitting at A main. And Neo catching Shazam with the Deagle. So this is actually turning into a very dangerous round. It's going to be up to Roka and Rix.
Oh, Rix
lines up 2. Very well done. Roka's still here.
He was so hurt.
Yeah, he's back at quad. He's still here. He could still maybe make something happen.
Roka, nobody knows he's here. Peeks the corner with a FAMAS, takes the kill. Automatic goes ahead and follows up with the USP. Phenomenal work for the CT side Tempo Storm. But now, what do we got? Third round over here. Let's take a look at Virtus.pro's money. They're a little bit low, so it's going to be yet another eco. Next round's the real decider here.
Right. I mean, VP did do some damage there, but really actually well done from Rix rotating truck and being on the line with those 2 kills, and then, you know, closing out in the end over there at the A bomb site was Tempo Storm. So, like I said, this round should be a bit more of a breeze. There's a lot less invested here from VP. Sandball getting aggressive at female with the SMG. Spots a lot. Doesn't get too aggressive here. And they're just kind of waiting out for this hit, which is coming in now.
Automatic in the vent. Gets one. Peeked by Pasha. That's how you trade and take the site. Shazam's all alone watching Pasha. He's going to get mowed down very quickly. Beautiful anti-eco. You just take those positions and charge in fearless. 11-7 Tempo Storm really representing for North America tonight.
Yeah, but here comes the opening gun round. And we saw Tempo Storm. They've actually won both sets of pistols, so 6 of their rounds this game come from winning pistol and not getting eco and getting those 3-0 round or half starts, excuse me. So let's see if they can win some gun rounds. That's really what it boils down to now. They need them more than ever to catch up with VP. As we're going to see what VP wants to do. Like I said, they love to get aggressive at mid with snacks. They also have some really heavy A stuff. So far, they have a little bit of a leaning over here towards the A side of the map. Pasha holding out at mid. Neo lurking over B, so this is more their default here. But Snacks is squeaky door, and when they have Snacks squeaky like this, they really love to eventually fall back into an A hit with Bialy leading A main and just doing kind of like a standard A hit with the set smokes and such.
Well, watch Roka. His positioning is brilliant. Gets completely blinded. No one ever checks this boost corner, but he's not going to get pushed.
And I'm curious if Snacks is going to fall back off of this or if they really are going to set up for this A hit. Neo's already come a little bit off of his lurking position over at B, but Taz and Bialy are setting up maybe for some type of mid boost. They might be looking to take a late mid boost.
Very slow, very methodical play by Virtus.pro. Shots been fired with Snaxic and Neo injured. No one dead just yet. Snacks still doing a lot of work, just making noise and trying to annoy Roka and sell this A hit. Here it comes.
Yeah, 3 coming up the highway. Bialy, this is one of those A-pin strats I was talking about that they love to go to. But Shazam and Automatic doing well to keep it even, but it's now going to play into a 3v2, but still in Tempo Storm's favor. Rick's getting out of there, playing inside the squeaky door, and remaining alive to wait for his team to rotate, especially Stanislaw, who's way out of position, but now he's starting to make his way over.
Yeah, here's Automatic for TS, backing off. Bialy and Taz holding the site. Stanislaw's going to push up from truck, and then Automatic from highway. 2-pronged attack. Flashbangs out. Taz takes a tremendous amount of damage. Automatic walks around the corner, unloads, gets 1 kill. We're in a 1v1. He knows guys at quad.
Oh, man.
Virtus for the win.
Yeah, really nice executed A split there from VP up the highway, A main, and squeaky door all at once. You know, the smokes on the CT just really well executed, but it came down to a 3v2 at the end, but Rick's just, you know, he was trying to wait inside Squeaky Hall for Stanislaw to make that long rotate from the B side of the map, but unfortunately he got spammed through the door. So he wasn't able to remain alive, so it turns to a 2v2, and Tempo Storm just can't get it done, so it is VP now up 12-7, forcing Tempo Storm onto a save. VP setting up for a heavy mid-hit right now. Nade, smokes, everything you'd expect, looking to get out here and do some type of mid-B split, it appears.
And we are back, Dust.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, we're just having some technical issues with our cameraman, so we will be back into the game here in just a few moments. But we'll try to at least keep you up to date on what's going on here as I'm looking over. Virtus.pro has been able to work a mid to B split here. Bomb still just kind of waiting back, however, but they have a 4-on-2 right now. So, and it was Tempo Storm on a save, so it should be 13-7 here in just a few moments. And I guess what we can talk about now is what can Tempo Storm really do? Like I said, they haven't really won any gun rounds this game except for one so far. So, like, definitely some real struggles. I mean, what do we think we need to see here from Tempo Storm? What adjustment can they make?
Well, I mean, Tempo Storm, they've been pretty aggressive on CT side. It worked in all the pistol rounds. It's just not working. They need to sit back, hang back a little bit more passively, maybe allow Virtus.pro to walk into the site. We haven't seen them playing a whole lot of A site playing for the retake yet. maybe do that on a gun round and see if it works.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, can they contest mid is one thing. I mean, VP have been exposing their mid the last couple of rounds. It could be something they could try to contest a bit more directly. You know, obviously the A splits have affected them there. Roka playing that boosted position in the past didn't quite work out. So, I mean, they haven't really had too many gun rounds yet to play. Only 2 gun rounds have really been played so far this half. So they're still trying to feel VP out, but they need to find it quick because VP just a couple of rounds away. Sorry about that.
That music for the win.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Well,
crazy.
finally, I'm able to rejoin the server and get back into the game. And where are we, Dust? Scoreline 13-7. We're on map number 2. If you are just joining us, Virtus Pro versus Team Tempo Storm.
Really aggressive B hit here, or excuse me, B push rather, from the CT side of things, and they're winning this exchange, pushing in the B lobby. They catch the lurk. Bombs down in mid garage, so that means VP can't really react and just hit A really fast in response to this. Snacks and Bialy still trying to do it anyhow, but Taz so far behind with that bomb that allows Tempo Storm to reset and get in position to hold off this A hit. Yeah,
Roka sitting there at the back of quad. He's able to find a quick headshot and put us into a 2v4 situation for Virtus Pro. This is phenomenal for Tempo Storm, the underdogs. One of them goes down. That's going to be Shazam, compliments of Taz. Taz able to find another kill. That's a 2K before he finally gets overwhelmed by Rix. It's a grenade that does the job, and looks like Tempo Storm, they're still in it. Costly victory, though.
Yeah, when we heard Tempo Storm talk about wanting to be aggressive on the CT side of the map throughout this pool, you know, rely on their aim, rely on their aggressive nature, and there it came up big, you know, pushing B, getting a 2-for-1 trade. It really hurt VP that bomb got left mid-garage, so they couldn't quickly respond with an A hit of their own. They got bogged down. It allowed Tempo Storm to, you know, rotate and be able to fend off the A side even after cheating 3B early. So really well done. It's the first, like one of only 2 grounds Tempo Storm have won so far this game. So definitely great stuff here. But Virtus Pro looking to respond with the heavy A hit, but Roka pushes door and takes Snack. It's a big tool, not going to be in the box here for Pro.
Look at all these smokes. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 smokes on site. Roka just playing the corner of the smokes, able to get 1 kill over here from Squeaky. He finally goes down. We're in a 3 versus 2 situation. Pasha getting shot, taking a tremendous amount of damage, down to 19. Virtus Pro got to do something. Pull it out. Not like that, Neo.
Yeah, like I said, that was kind of like a half buy for Virtus Pro. They tried to force the issue at the A bomb site, but Roka really did well. You know, pressing in the Squeaky Hall, he got a lot out of that, and so really well done. Like I said, Tempo Storm back-to-back rounds, 1 off of aggressive plays. There it was Roka. Last round was a 3-man push B lobby. So incorporating that aggression, and now finally forcing VP on. So pretty much a full save short of Neo picking up a scout. So
it's impressive.
Yeah, this could be the signs of them, you know, making a slight little comeback here.
Yeah, you see it's a 2-round win for Tempo Storm. They've got enough money to get just about everything they want. Interestingly, though, no ops being pulled out.
Yeah, no op on Shazam on the CT side, but I think they're just trying to, I mean, he picked up a fallen AK. He doesn't want to upgrade, you know, hold on to that, you know, save the money. And at this point, we are, like I said, seeing VP onto a save. Taz has the bomb. He's bringing it into mid-garage, but they're a little bit unsure what they want to do here. Snacks is still kind of leading at B, but they're gathering up for boost and possibly even hitting A. I'm not really sure what VP wants to do here.
Well, if they boost into mid, it might be the right decision. You see Shazam working his way back towards A site, thinking that maybe it's an A hit. Maybe the in-game leader calling for something, expecting an A, but instead you have full mid control given away by Tempo Storm. This could be huge.
Yeah, like I said, Virtus Pro loves their mid. You didn't see it a whole lot on CT side, however, but here on the T side, this is just their style of play. And they are on a save, though, so it's going to make it a bit more difficult, especially taking these battles with Glocks and such up the highway. It's going to be difficult to make any headway. And it seems like Tempo Storm should be able to mop this up, and they do.
Yeah, you can't get stalled out in mid like that all day. I think it was Rix who was able to peek the corner and just get the information. And you saw all these CT-sided players rotate in and start picking Virtus Pro apart. 13-10, very close game, surprisingly, for the North American question mark team of Tempo Storm.
Yeah, I mean, they have a real chance here to make something happen here on this CT side of Cash. We're just waiting to see VP going to be able to buy up again. This is their first buy in about 3 rounds. They kind of had a forced buy and then a save last round. So this is them finally fully, you know, comfortable with a decent buy. And I just want to see what they're going to do with it here. Once again, they have Snacks from towards Speaking Door. It's a big tell that they're eventually thinking about splitting this A bomb side again. May even see that same tactic where they kind of put Bialy alone A main, Snacks alone door, and 3 up the highway. They seem to be kind of setting up for that.
Well, the mid-take clearly didn't work last time around for Virtus Pro, and they're not putting a whole lot of pressure there except for Pasha spamming through smoke, trying to make something happen And it's just, I think Virtus Pro, they're waiting out Tempo Storm. They've learned that they like to play a very aggressive CT side.
Right.
But they waited too long. Stanislaw, or Shazam rather, responding with Yaw.
Yeah, now we're seeing Taz actually setting up. They want to do mid to B now. They're actually throwing a molly to flush Stanislaw out of the vents, but he smokes it and stays inside, and he peeks out and grabs Snacks. What a play. He knows Neo's waiting for the fallback. That's why he did that, and Neo can't actually catch him with the op anyhow. Stanislaw getting pot flashed out, and this is just such great play from Tempo Storm. Great reactions to what happened.
Stanislaw's watching vents. He expects something going on from Taz. Pre-fires the corner. Shots are exchanged, and everybody's whiffing. It's Whiff City. Stanislaw comes out the victor on that one. Now it's a 2 versus 5. Tempo Storm just coming back a lot. The Ollie walks from the site. 1-2K finally shut down. It's up to Neo.
Yeah, this is so well done from Tempo Storm, but Neo, can he win this 1v2 clutch? He spots one up towards Heaven as well, but misses a shot. Shazam re-peeks, grabs it. Now it's all up to just one player. Roka playing the headshot angle, finds it, and what a well-played round from Tempo Storm. It really all starts with Stanislaw. That was so smart to smoke that Molotov, not allow it to do its intended purpose of flushing him out. He gets a kill, he falls back, he grabs a second kill, really holding off that mid-B split with his 2 kills to start it off, and you know, Roka winning the 1v1 at the end. So really well done. They forced VP to save again, and it could be 12-13 here pretty soon.
I mean, here's the thing. You molly off the bench, you're just going to assume that no one's there. It's an angle that I don't have to check anymore. So, yeah, completely unexpected. Stanislaw showing he's not just a great aimer, great shooter. He's also a very smart player.
Yeah, like I said, that was really cool stuff there. And VP, like I said, forced to save again there. Once again, though, pressing this mid, and they do have control of it, and they're starting to already slip Snacks up the highway, as well as Neo and Taz. Pasha peeking towards B. They have a lot of mid control. They can do a lot with this.
Rix peeks the corner, catches Neo. No, it's actually Stanislaw going ahead and taking the kill. Taking him off guard. Now Roka responding, peeking, mid, highway. Takes another kill. You see all these players now. Pasha, Taz all stalled out once again in mid. Taz is going to be all alone. He's able to get the better of Rix. But hey, it's an eco round. He's got a pistol. Not much you can do. Go vents. They know where he is. They know that he's either going to be going into B or he's going to be poking back out into mid. He somehow is able to get back into mid warehouse. But Roka knows.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this round should be won pretty shortly here from Tempo Storm. They're going to make it 12-13. Just playing the CT side so well. Shazam's actually been really big with the op at mid. It's a name we haven't brought up a lot, but he's actually been doing really well getting these mid picks with the op and rotating quite effectively with it as well. He's actually near to 30. He's at 27 and 19 right now. Rix has also had some big rounds, and Roka not too far behind, both those near 20. So this has just been a really big turn of events for Tempo Storm, putting up the last 5 rounds in a row here from the CT side. When VP's been able to get mid control, Tempo Storm is still able to lock down the site. So now we have a double op setup coming into effect from Tempo Storm to further kind of change things up.
Do you think that's a risky play for Tempo Storm to run 2 ops right now?
Not on this map. I think you can kind of anchor the sites with them. I'm not going to anchor B. In fact, Shazam just going to play mid, and Roka will anchor A. Kind of something he used to do a lot for Elevate, and he's been doing quite well with it, this particular play of the map with Tempo Storm. So I think this is fine. They have the money to support it with the winning streak that they have.
Yeah, costs a lot. Look at Stanislaw. I think that was an actual reverse boost over there. Taking a quick unexpected kill, and now we're in a 3v2. Huge man advantage in favor of Team Tempo Storm. 13-12. They could tie this thing up and turn it around. Pasha also shut down.
Yeah, this is definitely big stuff here from Tempo Storm, putting up some really impressive numbers right now against VP. Neo still up with the op, though, trying to make a play, but it can't happen. Taz all alone in 1v4, and it is going to be a tie game from Tempo Storm. They had so many struggles in the first half, and it was looking a bit bleak as well for them when they lost the opening gun round again this half. But now stringing 6 together in a row, tying the game up 13-all. They're playing great right now on the Tempo Storm side of things.
We've learned things about Tempo Storm today. They're super aggressive, and they're very T-sided, at least on Train, and now especially on Cash, able to go toe-to-toe with some of the best European talent around Virtus Pro, like we said, Dust.
On their map.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
And I wonder if this will continue to tell us about the struggles that VP have had on Cash. And you can tell they're uncomfortable. They definitely reshaped their CT side. Their T side's been about the same. Typical A split stuff, typical very heavy aggression. And they're going to go for a real heavy A hit here. One of the first times I've really seen this spill out of A main, but Roka and company so far at least holding their own.
Yeah, Roka's finally going to go down to a very aggressive A hit right here. Taz should be able to go into safety, plant the bomb, no problem. Smokes, flashes, going down, playing the delay tactic. On retakes, it's going to be automatic Shazam, and then you got Stanislaw coming in from Highway. 3v3. It is winnable, but this is starting to favor Team Virtus Pro. They need this victory dust.
Yeah, they need to hold off Tempo Storm from retake capturing the lead, and so far doing, and just that, Taz and Snacks chiming in. Stanislaw all alone in a 1v3, gets one, but goes down. And that was VP
Huge.
just doing one of their really heavy A hits. You know, they weren't joking around about it. Just spilled out of A main. Roka was able to take down one, but then they just exchanged efficiently from there, and they close out a round. And now they're moving towards Matt Point. And here's the thing. Money's tight for Tempo Storm. They're buying up what they can to challenge for Matt Point here. If they lose this, though, they won't have anything to work with when VP goes for the map win. So
This is match point in
pretty
reality.
much, yeah, when it comes to economics, at least, unless Tempo Storm has a crazy eco. But yeah, this is them really, you know, just trying to go for it here. Oh, and Neo catches Shazam.
Tempo Storm just losing a 6-round victory streak. I mean, clearly they should be able to do it. Huge mid presence again by Virtus Pro, flashing out, making noise. Taz at A, and it looks to be a big pincer move on the A site. Snaxic also pushing into CT. That's going to catch automatic off guard.
Yeah,
maybe.
We do have Roka boosted, so maybe he can surprise someone here. He does actually pop down, though, tries to pop flash in the A main, but gets caught by Taz waiting, and now it's just a completely open A bomb site. Taz to fit in the plant here, and I think this is working towards GG now. They put up such a valiant effort from Tempo Storm, but the way this round's shaping up and the fact that the economy's so tight for Tempo Storm, I think this could finally be the final nail in the coffin coming up here pretty soon. Unless Stanislaw somehow clutches. The bomb slice just got planted, so maybe he can make a play.
Well, I mean, there was no rush to plant the bomb. At Virtus Pro, they have the site. They know they only have to deal with one player. Best secure the site and make sure there's nothing to worry about at all before they do it. They're going to sit there. Stanislaw, nothing to lose. He really needs to win this round. He's going to go for this 1v2 clutch.
He kind of has to. He needs to win it, too. Like I said, things are going to be real tight next round. So he is trying to pop out this way, and he does get the kill on the Taz. 1v1 clutch. Pasha holding out a quad, but catches him in the side. And that's Matt
Just
Point
the wrong angle.
and set point now for VP. And like I said, not much to work with money-wise for the CT side. They just have to upgrade pistols and hope for the best.
Yeah, I think Stanislaw might have just had some bad information or didn't exactly understand where Pasha was at the moment, because that quad position is so common. You almost always expect somebody to be there, but based on everything that had happened in his mind with the intel that was at hand, he was looking the other way, expecting maybe a retake strategy by Pasha. Just unfortunate.
Right, and I have to say it's been an all-out team effort here for Tempo Storm on the CT side. Every player on the team has either 12 or 11 frags on the CT side, so very, very tight frag distribution. Everyone really making plays at times when they're called to do it, but it comes down to this final moment. VP finally found their groove here, winning the last 2 rounds in a row, and are now, like I said, 1 round away with a huge advantage at that due to firepower of closing this set out with a 2-0 series.
Very methodical play by Virtus Pro. Mark of a true professional. They know they need to be disciplined and close out the round. It doesn't matter that this is an anti-eco round. They need to do it right, because one loss could cost them.
Yeah, looks like they're wanting to do that heavy, heavy mid once again. 3 people leading out. Shazam going to be smoked off. He does spot all this pressure. However, he knows what's up. Roka and Rick's just trying to position themselves where they can't be killed from Highway. Shazam actually gets aggressive in the smoke and grabs a kill, and he collects a gun for that as well. So maybe, just maybe, there's something left in the gas tank here for Tempo Storm, even though they're kind of shorthanded on guns.
Well, look at Snaxic. He's pushed him Highway. If Shazam peeks the corner, which he does, he should be able to get an easy kill. Misses whipping the shots.
Oh, my goodness. Tempo Storm.
That's all right. That's what teammates are for. Bialy, last man standing. He's in the A site with the bomb, being converged on all fronts.
Yeah, he does get one. 1v2, half health. Looking for Stanislaw. Finds the headshot there. Bialy. 1v3, could quad kill it and get the 1v3 clutch to put this thing away. It's up to Shazam, pushing up the connector. Bialy spots him jumping, and now it's just such a tight race for this. Can Shazam do it?
It's cat and mouse. Shazam peeking around the corner. They're both on opposite sides of red. Bialy looks the wrong way. They just miss each other, but Bialy gets the shot on the left. 16, what is that? 16 and 13. Tempo Storm, great job.
What a heartbreaker. I mean, it was obviously always going to be tough that last round for, you know, Tempo Storm to come up with the victory they were on, just upgraded pistols. But the way they peak together, they always seem to catch someone off guard, you know, looking the wrong way. They played it into a 1v1, but, I mean, Bialy really just came up big there with the 1v3 at the end. That was a huge clutch play to you know, close out the game.
Yeah, that's absolutely phenomenal. Going into this game, I mean, yeah, I know. Okay, Tempo Storm lost it 2-0, right? We know that that's the case, but they represented huge, especially
definitely.
on Cash. I mean, look at
Yeah.
these stats on the screen. Shazam putting up big numbers. Is he back?
Yeah, I mean, he looked really good on the CT side, especially holding mid with the op. Even with rifles at times when he couldn't afford the op, he played well from that mid slot. We also saw Stanislaw making some big plays inside the checkers. We saw Roka making some big plays on the A side of the mat. Rix was all over the place doing things as well. Like I said, on the CT side, like I think each player were in the double digits and only a couple of frags apart from each other. So really getting production out of the full lineup on the CT side to make that comeback effort a reality. But they just missed out in those last 2 rounds to lose the game 13-16. And then when you look at Train, you know, respectable CT side given the disparity between the teams, especially not knowing anything about Tempo Storm, but knowing that VP is still a top talent, to get those 8 rounds in the first half there. I think Tempo Storm has a lot to be proud of, even though they lost the series.
Absolutely, it's a huge game for Tempo Storm.
Right.
What we've learned from that, I mean, looking at the score line, you can see their problem in both maps is T side. They were just a little bit too weak. They weren't able to really close it out. They can get pistol rounds on T side, but when it comes down to gun sides, that's where they're falling short. So I think that they know and they've identified an area where they might need to work and improve.
All right, now let's give justice where justice is due. You know, I don't want to. We definitely can say Tempo Storm has a lot to be proud of. Let's talk about Virtus Pro here, right?
Yeah.
They came into this tournament after some struggles. You know, losing the King win at Face It, losing to Mouse Sports twice at one of the Gfinity events, and really seeing some poor production out of people like Pasha and Snacks who used to seeing play well.
But they switched a lot around, didn't they?
Yeah, especially on Cash. They completely revamped their CT side, switching the side anchors, basically Bialy going from A to B, Snacks being like that aggressive Vince mid player, now kind of playing really aggressive A lobby almost every single round. So they really made some tweaks on CT side, and they came with an 11-4 half because of those tweaks. Yeah,
I think the most interesting thing is switching up Pasha's position from being the main opper, and now handing that off mostly to Neo. And he's able to go ahead and pick that up, pick that op up. That's tough to say. And still do work.
Yeah, I mean, VP's always been known to kind of move that op around between Snacks, Neo, and Pasha, but the fact is you hardly ever saw Pasha touch it at all.
Right.
I mean, he had a couple of rounds on CT side where I saw him with it, but the rest of the other 3 halves that were played, I didn't see him touch it a single time. Neo really did take the forefront of that. He was very good on Train, especially with the op on the CT side of things. Really, really helping them close down that map in a big way. Pasha actually played a pretty solid Train with the rifle on the CT side at Ivy. So, I mean, yeah, definitely, you know, good play out of VP. They looked, I mean, granted, you got to think about who they're playing against, a little bit lesser competition than where they've been struggling at in the past, but at least they, like I said, you can definitely tell they changed up their Cash. Like, I think the losses got to their head, and they've had to make some adjustments.
Well, I mean, you've got all these notes on where everybody plays. You know the story of the game like nobody else does. And as soon as we walked in, they switched it all around. It's like, well, what is going on? This isn't Virtus Pro.
I mean, anybody who watches VP knows Bialy is that trademark A anchor. So to see him on the B side of the map was definitely, like, instantly, you know, red. And they definitely just adjusted their CT side. I want to see if they kind of keep that trend in the future. If we see them play Cash some more this tournament, are they going to keep that new CT side? Their T side looked a lot the same, though, right? Really aggressive mid hits, really aggressive A splits. This is what VP's known for on T side Cash, and they made it work for them again today. But, of course, we still have more tournament to play.
We have a lot
We do
more.
have Liquid coming up and playing Mouse Sports on this channel soon.
That'll be a good game.
We have Cloud9 playing CLG over on the Alpha stream, the main stream. So still 2 more best of 3s to play tonight between the 2 streams, and we'll be back with that shortly.
Yeah, looks like a little bit of a B to mid bias by Virtus Pro. Shots fired by Neo, giving up his position. I think he's just trying to lure these teammates. Shazam almost exposes his back to Taz before backing off the vents.
Yeah, Roka paying mines to the corner here, but he still gets caught anyway. But it's a 1-for-1 trade, and Tempo Storm are making some headway into this B-bomb site. Yeah, I mean, it's a save route for VP. They tried to stack more towards the B side, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
But we do have our opening gun round coming up, and as I said, it's talking a little bit about Virtus Pro here, how they like to play it. We don't really know much about Tempo Storm and how they like to play it because they're, you know, such a new team, but definitely be on the lookout for Bialy anchoring that A-bomb site no matter what. So good at playing that forklifter quad position. Taz typically playing your highway. Then Snacks and Pasha really going to be kind of your mid guys, and like I said, Neo, you know, anchoring the B bomb site. But like I said, they love these 1-3-1 sets. They love to get Snacks up close on Garage. They love to be aggressive.
Well,
And Neo's actually opting mid this time, so there seems to be like a really big change kind of going on here with him really holding it down. And it's actually Pasha, you know, kind of playing more towards B. So this is very different.
Pasha has struggled recently, and maybe that was the recipe for success, right? Switch up the weapons, switch the positions, see what happens. But here we go, Roko.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
The whole team just rushes him like that. He's already down, I think, 12 health. Not much you can do there. Tempo Stormer rocking it on the pistol round. That's exactly what you need going up against Virtus Pro. Take that early economic momentum and try to secure yourself another 3 rounds.
Yeah, absolutely here. So let's see if Tempo Storm can keep it up. You know, make sure they don't get ecoed here. Tempo Storm, of course, you know, buying up 3 SMGs, an AK, and a Galil so far for right now. They are setting up just kind of default. Really heavy mid push, though, here from VP. Snacks and Bialy leading that with Taz. 3 people in mid. They're in vents now. They've given up A completely except for Neo floating highway. So definitely trying to play like this aggressive setup with these upgraded pistols and armor to see if they can catch something. They might even counter boost here in a second.
Well, waiting to see exactly what the call is made. If you're just joining us, this is map 2. It was 16-9 on train. Virtus Pro's pick, by the way. Tempo Storm choosing Cash as the bomb goes towards A.
Yeah, Rick's looking for picks over here from A main, but he's smoked off for now. But it seems like Tempo Storm is starting to gather up for this type of A hit, and Neo's really the only person in position to defend against this. Granted, Snacks and Taz and Bialy all could have some quick flanking positions here, but I mean, A is completely open, and Tempo Storm going to just
walks right into the A side, takes one down, but Taz and Neo doing a little bit of work together from mid highway. Roke goes down, but the smoke's going to block him off and allow for a bomb plant.
Yeah, so it is going to be a 3 versus 4 here in favor of Tempo Storm. Like I said, you do have that bomb down. Flash is coming out the site, but the retake is coming in pretty powerful. It's all but Shazam and Automatic now to hold this off, but Shazam doing well so far. It's now a 1v2, though, for Automatic.
Yeah, if he just plays for time, maybe gets a pick, but as soon as Automatic peeks that corner, Bialy's waiting on him. Takes the headshot. I think he was even pre-aimed at that corner, so that's going to be a defuse point on the board for Virtus Pro.
Yeah, so they will get the opening gun round here, and because of that, we are still going to be able to see a buy, though, out of Tempo Storm. I mean, you have 2 players with really high money with that bomb plant. Everyone at least has above 4K, so definitely can put together another buy here. And in fact, they could even reset VP's money. I mean, they're quite low, you know, rebuying up here. So Tempo Storm really could start taking this half by storm, no pun intended. If they can win this round here.
Tempo Storm, yeah, like you said, their money has been reset, buying out everything that they can. You're going to see Shazam with the op facing off against Neo. And I'm kind of liking this new op setup for Virtus Pro.
Yeah, it's and you know, high-paced team.
Well,
they will be starting on the CT side this time around, so maybe kind of, you know, talk a little bit about that particular side of the map for them.
Well, what sort of CT positions do you say? You said they're very mid-heavy, even on CT.
Right, absolutely.
What are they going to do, like a 1-3-1 you expect? Pistol round especially?
It's definitely very, very common for them. Neo anchoring B. Bialy's so good at anchoring that A bomb site, and the fact they're very powerful at mid with Bialy being able to anchor A so well,
yeah,
that can definitely be a huge thing to talk about. But we're already live into the pistol round here, so let's just see how it happens. Roko with the headshot to the smoke on the Neo, and Shazam got the opening pick, and they're taking mid to A quite effectively.
That's
here.
amazing. Snacks are kind of playing for the retake all the way by truck. They see exactly where he is. They're taking the shot. Snacks are trying to play to the advantage of that USP at long range. He's just going to back off. There's Pasha also at mid, now regrouping with Snacks. Pasha took so much damage, down to 12 health, and we're actually in a 2 versus 4 situation. It's so unlikely for this retake, Dust.
Yeah, Bialy's setting up a smoke here, I guess, to like really block off quad area from being able to actually spot into the retake, but immediately eliminated there by Shazam, so he wasn't even able to use that to any type of effect.
Pasha.
Yeah, just running away because he does have at least a kit, some nades to save the vault in there.
Yeah, it's that mid aggression kind of biting VP in the back as the bomb's going to go down pretty quickly, pretty easily on that site take. And now you've got a full equaling team trying to make the retake. Rick's doing long range work with P90. Peeks around the corner, jumping. Doesn't expect Bialy to be there at that moment. He gets headshotted right away. That allows for a slight entry for Bialy with the Pro 90. 1 kill. Look at the boost.
Yeah, I mean, Taz is coming in from Squeaky Door here, and Pasha's still alive, so maybe we see something crazy here. Very doubtful, though. Unless Taz tries to, like, do some crazy ninja stuff here.
Yeah, I don't know. He's hanging back now.
He's looking for exits down. He could actually catch people in the back coming out of A main that aren't paying attention because they're focused on this mid garage.
Well, Pasha takes one. A couple more shots are fired. Doesn't look like Taz is going to be able to finish the job. Goes down after the bomb.
Yeah, Roka hits a nice little shot there at the very end. They did lose some guns though, so they have to do a little bit of rebuying. That's gonna put Undermac down to $0, Rick's down to $50. So Virtus.pro at least doing some damage economically, like limiting that economy of Tempo Storm at least on a couple of their players. So that can definitely pay off in the future if they can win the opening gun round.
Well, straight out of the gate, and again you see